What's up everybody, it's Sean here and I'm back today to give you guys a review for the very first time the On Cloudtilt in this year of the snake colorway. On has been a brand that has been making waves over the past few years, not only from a running and performance standpoint, but they've been trickling into the lifestyle space as well. And historically, I've never really been a big fan of their designs. There's something about the Cloud Tech midsole that just didn't really speak to me. It just had an overly performance and techie feel to it. But I've been making an effort this year to expand my horizons and check out brands that I don't normally mess with. So this one was the first that really caught my eye. Coincidentally, it's a silhouette that was technically made for lifestyle use. This is the Cloudtilt, and this special edition version was released to celebrate the upcoming year of the snake. So these retailed for a price of 170 US dollars, and they were supposed to retail for 220 Canadian dollars, but some stores here only sold them for $200, which is the regular price for Cloudtilts in GR designs. Regardless though, the official colorway for this shoe on the box is Pearl and Ivory. And like I mentioned earlier, this shoe is advertised as a lifestyle sneaker. So as you can tell, the overall design of this shoe, it just has more of a casual look to it as opposed to being overly techie and overly performance oriented. So first off, here's a quick look at the packaging, and as you can see, this comes in this very deep red, almost burgundy colored box with gold colored accents. So this of course celebrates the Lunar New Year or Chinese New Year, so that's why we have these colors which fit seamlessly with the upcoming celebration. So as for the shoe itself, jumping right into the details, the majority of the upper is crafted out of recycled polyester, and it's woven together creating a very subtle, intricate design. So on the toe box you can see the pattern here, and we have a very small On logo, which is fused on in gold on the lateral side. And then surrounding the front toe cap, there's a soft but a little bit more sturdy internal toe rand, which helps to preserve the shape and give you a little bit more durability. Moving downwards, you can see the bottom eyelet. This is actually a burgundy colored string, which is held together using embroidery. And I know this is a feature that's seen across any Cloudtilt, but I thought it worked especially well for this Year of the Snake edition, as it reminded me of traditional Asian garments and how the buttons are kept closed. Moving downwards, we have more embroidery covering the top eyelets, which helps to give you additional reinforcement and additional durability. And then underneath this, on both sides of the mid panel, we have another On logo. This is again done in that gold colored finish. Moving downwards, we have more of this polyester weave, but then covering the heel of the sneaker, we have this synthetic overlay, which gives you additional durability and structure, along with the words Swiss engineering on the lateral heel of the right foot, paying homage to the brand's Swiss roots. We have the Swiss flag with this red and white cross, and there's another gold colored On logo on the lateral heel. For the laces, these come with what On calls speed laces. So these are a very stretchy, flexible lace, which are meant to be left untied. So you can see they're knotted at the edges, which keep them held in place. But if you like more of a traditional style lace, you can definitely undo the knots and just lace them up normally. Underneath this, we have this nylon tongue, which is done in this slightly off-white color. And we have this deep red colored hit on the very top with another On logo in gold. The interior of the shoe and the back of the tongue, this is also done in that very deep red colored finish and has a silky smooth feel to the touch. And then for the insoles, nothing too special here. This is a pretty thin foam lined insole, but it does feature the snake skin finish to it on top, along with On Cloudtilt branding pressed onto the heel in gold. So the upper of this shoe sits atop this very chunky Cloud Tech Phase midsole, which is a newer technology introduced by On that essentially utilizes computer technology to analyze and map out the optimal shape, size of both the midsole and the cutouts that you see here to give you more of a softer feel underfoot, as well as more of a seamless transition from heel to toe. So like I mentioned earlier, what I liked about this shoe as opposed to a typical On sneaker is that this midsole has more of a cleaner look to it. It's not as running shoe oriented. So even though I'm not crazy about these cutouts, it's a little bit more subtle than your typical Cloud Tech. And for those wondering, the midsole itself utilizes Helion, which is a type of foam developed by On, and it's basically a dual density foam, which allows it to be supportive but still flexible, giving you the best of both worlds with one technology. Anyways, taking a look at the bottom of the shoe, so you can see here that this outsole is primarily just foam. So all these white parts, this is just exposed foam, but we do have gum rubber overlays on both the forefoot and the heel in those higher wear areas. We also have grooves to give you some added flexibility, but the fact that it's such a minimal outsole is part of the reason why the shoe is able to be so lightweight. So that breaks down the look and the construction of this pair. And for those wondering about how these fit, I had no idea how these would fit, so I just took a chance, got these in my true size, and they fit me very comfortably. So I'm a true size 10, slightly on the wider side. I got these in a size 10 and they fit me very, very well. Not too tight, not too loose. So whatever your actual measured foot size is, meaning when you go to a shoe store, step on a Brannick device, in my case, I'm a 10 in between a D and an E width. So I got these in a 10 and they fit me really, really well. Moving on to the comfort of these. So these, as expected, were extremely comfortable. Initially, I was expecting something extremely soft, super pillowy, but to my surprise, and actually it's a good thing, these actually had a lot more support than I thought. So the foam, even though it's supposed to be a softer foam than traditional Cloudtech, it had a nice denseness to it, giving you a lot more support while still being a very comfortable and plush feeling sneaker. I didn't run in these, but just from walking around casually, I guess you can say that the transition from heel to toe was good, but honestly, it's not something that I really noticed. I just thought that the general feel of the shoe was very comfortable because the upper was so lightweight, and the underfoot feeling had a good balance of softness while still giving you some rigidity and some support. Lastly, in terms of the quality and the craftsmanship on this pair, so first off, the material quality was nothing special. It's just your typical running shoe materials. So we just have a bunch of synthetics, and like I mentioned earlier, the upper has more of a sock-like feel in that it's just this woven polyester. So nothing remarkable about the materials, but the build I thought was pretty flawless. I didn't notice any glue stains whatsoever. The embroidery was on point, and everything looked symmetrical between my left and right feet. So I know these aren't the cheapest shoe on the market, but I definitely think you get what you pay for when it comes to comfort and the overall quality control. So with all that out of the way now, let's toss these on feet and I'll show you guys how these look. All in all, this was a great introduction for me to this OnCloud brand. While I'm still not a fan of the majority of their designs, I think this Cloudtilt silhouette is a winner in my eyes. It gives you a lot of comfort, and I think the design of the shoe is on point. It's not overly techy, but it still retains the heart and soul of the classic On look. And for this special edition year of the Snake Edition, I had to pay homage to my Chinese roots, so this was a no-brainer when it comes to an introductory pair to the brand. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about this pair? For anyone watching, are you guys messing with OnCloud? Are you not a fan of the look of their shoes? Leave your thoughts down below and let me know what you think. And as usual, if you guys enjoyed this review, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on Instagram at esco8, check me out on X at sean.go spelled out, and visit my website at seango.ca. So thank you everyone for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. Appreciate your continued love and support, and I'll catch all of you in my next video.